Guten Tag and hello, I'm Lile from DragonsAteOurName and welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. We just had a very bloody wedding. We lost an ally in King Talys. Ivo took our daughter and now all the army is gone. We do not have many people left. We still have a theater that we cannot repair because we only have 9 gold right now. We have to pay our general, I guess, because we need him. And let's dive into the next week and see what it will bring. Grafno, week 10. Do we really have 40 left? And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. This was useful, thank you. Surely you can remember more than that. What did you remember? Did you see anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lina was staring at Lozulia's dress a bit too much, if you ask me. But nothing else, I'm afraid. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe and well. I think we have examined all the guests, Your Grace. And we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talys's soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. I don't think so, because I think Ivo was in on it. Whoever did poison Talys must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talys wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you'd need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Etana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Rodovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talys's, Ivo's, army. We need to seek help from other lords, in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. It sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume. Lures. From Pendle, Your Grace. Huh? He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Turmeric, caraway, anise. Foods as bland as hell without all these. Persuade Lurs to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I will see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Now that's a start. You should invite Lurs over, see what we can do. I've also marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Rodovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do on our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case. Oh yeah. You can now use the map to explore locations and help locals to... Oh god, what the hell? Try to gain extra resources. Open the map by clicking the map button. To send agents to explore locations, simply select the location and click on the magnifying glass icon. This needs a general. I will wait with that. We should see what's going on with those spices. Would you like to invite Lurs, Your Grace? Sure. Let's invite him. Just open the allies panels, Your Grace. Lurs can be invited from there. What does the pigeon have to say? Oh, Lozulia, dear father, We have arrived. Etana is nothing like Devon. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Azalea would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sedani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Etana. It all makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they used the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug mother for me, Lazulia. Oh yes, Etana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lazulia. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course. What should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Merchant. Your Grace, the tavern you helped me to establish is up and running. It's doing so well that it is not just a stop between long trips. It's more of a destination of its own. I'm sorry. As promised, I will now start sharing my profits with you. A whole 1 gold every week. That sounds fair, right? You must be joking. This is ridiculously low. I want 3 pieces of gold. I think this will be fair for both parties. I guess you're right, Your Grace. 3 pieces of gold it is then. It was worth a shot. Asshole. This is probably the first game that I'm not strictly nice to everyone. The banker. Well, I could use some gold. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer my services. I probably should borrow some gold so I can do shit, I guess. But I will have to pay it back over 6 weeks. I have to pay 60 gold back. Because this isn't... That's it for now. I will try 1 week without. That's all for now. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. The servant. You called for me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks. Like I was told. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear. I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Who hired this servant? Boy, stop crying and tell me something useful. Have you seen anyone suspicious around the castle? No, Your Grace. I've seen no one. Please, let me go. I promise I didn't do anything. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else though, I swear. I believe that narrows our search then. You may go, but don't leave Devon until after the royal trial. So thank you, Your Grace. Peasant. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he is too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. I'm sorry. There's no way I can help. You could always try the neighboring villages. Ask around. Oh, it's fine. I guess that's one less mouth to feed, although I miss his ugly face. Alright. Then, to prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. Lina would be good to have. Oh, wow. Lures. This is the one we should invite. Ada we already have. I can always invite the banker, alright. Okay, so then let's get Lurs, I guess. And let's send the general here. Yes. Thank you. Get down from the throne. And let's see where we can go, or where we need to go. The dungeon, I guess. He's still here. How can I help you, Grace? I've heard you know something about Talys' death. Tell me about what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone. Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate after all. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Alright, can I go to the wine cellar? Not really. Bad chamber. A big pointy animal or monster tooth? Huh. We don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. Alright. Darling. What happened at the wedding was awful. I still can't believe Talys was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Lazulia will be alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. Who could have done something so terrible? It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. This fireplace is full of ash. Yeah, we did, darling. I have a lead on the investigation. I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talys' death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Devon. A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could have been from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we are looking for one. That's all I found. Lazulia sent a letter. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. I'm quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. The castle is much better than ours too. I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all of these new things and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. I will see you later. And guess I go find my two other daughters. Table. Audrey said I can review the evidence here. Let's take a look. Question suspects. Alright, don't really have any suspects right now. Sadani! Darling! Pumpkin! Your Grace? How are you doing? Is everything alright, Sadani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone, and now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. Oh, that snail. It's so boring here without Lule. You promised you convinced her you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? I'm sorry she had to go. I couldn't keep her here. She had to go, Sidani. One day you'll also find a prince you'll want to go with. Ew, I hate boys. I'll never do that. Lozulia wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or, no. Tell her Azalea read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Pumpkin. So I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Goodbye. I will see you later, Pumpkin. That's cute. Sidani's the cutest. Well, let's see what Azalea's up to. No more swords, I guess. Yes, father? I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. Lozulia was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. I really miss her father. I miss her too, ass. You would call your daughter ass? Lozulia sent a letter. Your sister has arrived safely in Etana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write Lule, can you ask her about Ivel? What is he like? I just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. Stay safe. And I guess that is it for the week. Or can I talk to Audrey? How can I be of service, Your Grace? Investigation progress. I've prepared a table for you with the overview of all of our evidence. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on there, together with the information we have gathered about each one. We can question lords about the items we have found so far. I can? Alright, but I can't invite anyone else right now because I do not have a pigeon. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep cost, you will lose some soldiers. Yeah, that's this one. For now, it's just food, which we are okay on. Alright, but I need a lot of stuff. General will be available during battle. Gain 5 boost to contentment, 1 use. Gain 10 per army. Gain 10 army per week. Unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map. Repair theater. This is my priority right here. But we will go 1 week without doing anything right now. So, if I understand this correctly, the army upkeep cost will keep going up. So it is more beneficial to invite allies with less soldiers first. So I don't have to pay so much in advance. But I don't really know when it would be time to switch to the ones who have a lot of soldiers. So that is a tough balance to keep. But, you know, We'll make it. I need to get my contentment up, though. I need to repair that theater. So my taxes don't go down even more. Yeah, I think I will do that. Yeah, I think I will do that. Oh, I don't know. The General. Your Grace, I ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. I have helped him out, and in return he gave me this gold. Oh, nice! 11 gold I got. Lars. You have called for me, Your Grace. I have this animal too. Can I do both? Or can I only do one thing? Because then I'm gonna do the spices. I've heard that you have stopped supplying Branka with some resources. Spices, I believe? I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with presses to get fortune dabs. Some call it Dipu Dabu, but it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. I have heard about Rodovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What is Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational. Highly addictive. It's particularly popular amongst priests and the like. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. Presses. That's far away. I've heard enough. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any oracle dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers. I can also help with 6 supplies. I heard Etten is selling dust near Cascade. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. Do I want to talk to Etten first? I guess. I will see what Lord Etten has to say about this first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. I have this animal tooth. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. Thank you. Okay, Audrey. We should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure what Lurs is saying is true before we decline Etten's alliance. You can find Etten on the allies panel. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Fine. Let's invite him then. I am sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and that is worse, right? Oh no, I'm not going to imprison him. How can I help you? If you won't tell me exactly what's happening. Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man, and no, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? You should leave. Do not waste my time if you can't come up with a way for me to help you. Fine, Your Grace. I really didn't mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Don't come here again. The banker. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape. I don't want your gold right now, thank you. Sadani. Your Grace, I hate that Lazulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I already miss her father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sidani. Mother said Luzulia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked her about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Luzulia about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? I can ask her about Dusty, I guess. Yes, Sidani, I will ask her about the cat. Ah, thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Where can I write this letter, then? Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today. Please? Of course. I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. Peasant.
Goodbye.
Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please, send us some help. His men will help you put out the fires and get back to work again. That won't give us back all we have lost, but I suppose we could use some of that kind of help. 2 weeks is a long time with all the stuff I have to explore. Right, sword fighting. Yes, Father? How's your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. Ha! I know. Ouch! Too slow! Haha! Have you heard about Sidani? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. She has been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. You are mean. You're a mean girl. In the evening, I told her something took a bait. When she saw a huge skunk, half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sidani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sidani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuffed. Oh, Azalea. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. It actually isn't funny. Sidani must have been very scared. I still can't believe she would pick up a sword, though. You need to stop pulling those pranks on her. Something could happen. Oh, you're no fun at all. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. My poor girl. Where do I write that letter to my daughter? Is that here? But I can't invite her, so... I don't know. Is that here, maybe? Not really. Ah, I don't know. Your Grace? Do you want to talk about the skunk? Azalea told me what happened. Well... I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shining. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. So I just took Azalea's sword. I am sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. Of course I forgive you. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. She is the cutest thing. And I hope nothing happens to her. But someone is gonna die eventually, right? We already lost Lazulia, poor girl. Now, we did repair the theater. We don't have much in way of grain right now, but I don't have to pay my general this week, so that's nice. Have a little bit of gold. Kind of glad I didn't took out that loan. But I will end the episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what I do, why not comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you all. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Stay indoors. Bye bye und auf Wiedersehen.